The city of Johannesburg and South Africa's economy was built on gold. Just think about it, nearly half of all the gold ever produced in the world came from the ground beneath me. Until very recently, South Africa was the world's #1 gold producer. China now occupies that spot. And gold really is not as important as tourism when it comes to foreign currency earnings here in South Africa. And also mining is only the 5th most important industry in terms of the South African economy, which is why the high gold prices are not having as greater impact on the South African economy as they would have had perhaps 10 or 20 or 30 years ago. Where the high gold prices are having an impact is, of course, for the gold mining companies who are, of course, having and earning more profits. This, of course, helps them because South Africa's gold mines are some of the deepest in the world. So they have very high production costs. So, of course, high gold prices help manage those costs. And nowhere is that also more evident in terms of where I'm standing. Come down here and just have a look at this. This is the remnants of an old gold mine. This is the old rock that was crushed, and this is what was left. These mine dumps are scattered across Johannesburg, and the gold mining companies are actually flattening them. They're reprocessing this dust, this dirt, because as you can see from the color, it's yellow, there are remnants, vestiges of gold in here. And so the high gold prices are playing into this. South Africans and South African companies are basically taking every last speck of gold that they can find and selling it on the market. Because, of course, as many people believe, gold remains an insurance in uncertain times.
Hi, I'm Christian Purefoy in Lagos, Nigeria, the 5th largest exporter of oil to America, which is about 5,000 miles away in that direction, from where the recent tsunami of a global economic crisis finally reached these Nigerian shores. Now, Nigeria depends on oil for about 80% of its budgetary revenue, but with the recent collapse in the oil price from around $150 to $50 a barrel, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development estimates Nigeria's real GDP will fall from about 6.1% to 4%.
I'm David McKenzie in a warehouse in Kenya. Now, when you think tea, you don't normally think a warehouse, but this is where the tea from Kenya comes through. Warehouses like this, they put into bags and then they ship out of the country. Tea is a crucial commodity to Kenya. In fact, the agricultural sector here is a very key part of the Kenyan economy. Every year, about 300,000 tons of this get shipped out every year. The Mombasa tea auction, in fact, sets the benchmark for the tea price. And though this warehouse is packed with tea, production in Kenya this quarter, in fact, is down by around 7%. And it means that the prices for tea at market are that much higher. It mirrors a worldwide trend with commodity prices for tea rising and rising. But tea is not the only important commodity in Kenya. Coffee is also crucial, in fact, crucial to the whole of East Africa. Here, they blend Kenyan and Ethiopian coffee, stick it in bags, and ship it across the world. Around the turn of the millennium, the commodity prices for coffee were awful, and people struggled here to make good profits. But in the last year or two, the commodity prices have really increased, so the coffee bean is incredibly important for Kenya.